This week's Parsha, Parsha Shelach, tells the story of the Meraglim, the spies, leaders of tribes, righteous men, who were sent on a sacred mission, which unfortunately ended in tragic failure. Before they left, the Torah tells us that Moshe changed one of their names, Hosea, to Yehoshua. Rashi explains that Moshe Rabbeinu was praying for him, Ka Yeshiacha, may God save you from the ideas of the spies. This raises a double question. First of all, if the spies were all righteous at the time, why pray at all? And if a prayer was really needed, why then only pray for Yehoshua? The answer lies in the very nature of the spies' failure. The spies didn't sin in the way we might think. They were princes, the greatest of men, tzaddikim. Their mistake came from a certain worldview, one that Moshe Rabbeinu recognized but wanted Yehoshua to resist. Among tzaddikim, there are actually two types. Some strive for personal perfection, separating themselves from this world to focus only on holiness, on kedusha. Others are leaders. They care less about their own spiritual heights and more about guiding the people, even in the messiest and lowest of situations. Moshe himself was a classic example of the second type. He gave everything for the Jewish people, even defending them after the sin of the golden calf. He chose to stay with them in the desert so that they can be resurrected with him in the future. The spies, however, leaned towards the first path. They feared that entering the land of Israel, engaging with real physical and material life, would disrupt their spiritual peace. So they twisted their mission to make entering Israel utterly impossible. With one exception, Yehoshua bin Nun. He was meant to be the next leader. So Moshe prayed for him, because a leader must choose God's will over his own spiritual comfort. In other words, the prayer wasn't so much about protecting Yehoshua. It was about giving him strength and encouragement to remember that his path was utterly different. That's the lesson for us. The truest holiness isn't about escape. It's about engagement. It's about synthesis. True leaders serve Hashem not by separating themselves from the world, but by uplifting it. Wishing you and yours a Shabbat Shalom u'mevarach.